That's how it seems. Every time I try and live stream, it's trash. So I'm gonna work today, and if it's funny, yesterday my voice would go high pitch randomly because of the internet, and the screen would go green. So if that's what happens today, I think it'll be fun. I hope you guys enjoy yourselves. Hey Jeb, how you doing, buddy? Hey, huge thank you to a variety of new students. Hey, before we do that though, I want to tell you what we're going to do today. We're going to work on two things. Tons of bugs for my game Twisted Tower. And then also, I'm going to do some thumbnails for some YouTube videos. Why not? I don't know. If any of you do devlogs or anything like that, maybe you'll find that interesting. I just got a lot to do today, but I wanted to live stream, so we're going to do a bunch of stuff today. Hey, huge thank you to Martin J, Michael R, Jordan C, Alan D, Josh S, Jacob, Alberto, Daniel, Chase, and those other names down there. I was going to say I mentioned them yesterday, but I'll just do it anyway. Abdullah Rahman, John, Carl, Leo, Skings, Jasper. Hey, thanks so much for joining Full-Time Game Dev. And look, guys, if you want to make indie games and you want to do it full-time, I can't make any promises. How could I ever do that? But I can tell you how I've done what I've done. So this stream is sponsored by Full-Time Game Dev. You're going to learn not only how to get funding from publishers, from Kickstarter, hit the Steam front page, make game sales on Steam, get the press to write articles about your game, get YouTubers to play your game. Not only that, but you're also going to learn how to actually make games, whether it's 2D or 3D, Godot, Unity, Unreal. It doesn't matter. You could take your pick. If that's something you're interested in, turning a passion into potentially a full-time career, you got 4 days left for the spring sale. 40% off, and you'll also get my 2D and 3D art programs completely free. This is a very different program than other programs because it's taught by an actual indie game dev doing what most of you really would like to try. So look, this is perfect for you. Click the link below. If it's not perfect for you, there's a 30-day money-back guarantee. No questions asked. You don't even have to email me. You can email my assistant and just say, hey, I want my money back. No questions asked. Bang, refund. So there's really no risk for you. Check out the link below. See if it's something you're interested in. And plenty of my students found it more than interesting, including Chris Stair, who went full-time, Bart went full-time, Everflux Games went full-time. Plenty of great reviews here, so check them out below. And if that's not for you, check out the webinar below. Learn how to make money with just a demo. Okie dokie. What are we doing today? Okay, I got a cool podcast. Does anyone know who this is? I got a cool podcast thumbnail I got to work on really quick. And guys, any questions you have about game dev or anything like that, I'll try and answer them in the chat. But we're going to work on a thumbnail really quick, and then we'll move into game dev as well. This might be helpful for you if you're interested in starting a YouTube channel. My hope for you is that, and I know you can't see my screen, but my hope for you is that maybe this will, I don't know, give you some insight the way that I create thumbnails, because thumbnails are very, 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 very important when it comes to getting views on YouTube and accessing your target market. Okay, so I'm going to pull up the chat. I want to pull the chat over here so I can see it really clearly. I have to do this every time, sorry. So let's open that up here, pull it over here. Hey, there you are. I have your stream on both YouTube and Twitch. Which is my main platform? Well, I don't know what main means. The most views and my priority is YouTube. That's usually where most of the views come from. But I love you guys on Twitch, seriously. It's just Twitch, for some reason, it doesn't push my content like YouTube does. And I guess I just need to be more consistent, you know? Okay, let's go ahead and just do some thumbnail work. Just hang out together, guys. Have a good time. Everybody wants to rule the world. Okay. Give me just a sec here. Yeah, so does anyone know who this is? This is one of our podcast guests for an upcoming episode. So we're going to save this image here from the conversation. I think this one's great. A nice smile. That one's funny too. Got some good smiles. And I'm just clicking this button here to export a high-res or like a 4K image. And I'm going to use these in the thumbnail art in the Photoshop document. So I think that's good. I like that one. I'm going to open up Photoshop here, and we're going to go ahead and drag this image in, and we can cut it out really quickly. Yep, that's Adam. He's a good person. He's a great person. Evan says, Thomas, you look great. What's that gym routine you got going there, buddy? And it is called going to the gym. That's the gym routine. It's very interesting what happens to you if you just go to the gym. But no, that's what I used to do. Now I go to my garage. That's where my gym is. And I use something, I could tell it to you really quick if you want to know. And by the way, guys, I'm going to say something a little controversial here. If you take care of yourself, eat fairly well, and I say fairly well just because I eat fairly well. It's not great. I just had 4 brownies, so it's not great. But if you eat fine and you exercise 5 days a week, a lot of things happen in your life. Things go well, generally. People tend to trust you more if you just take care of yourself. It's sort of I'm not saying it's fair. I'm just saying that's important. So I find going to the gym to be very important. But what was I going to say? I was going to show you guys this book. It's called The 1 Year Challenge. I've been doing this for like 10 years. Here it is. I need to just let me Google it for you and show you. So I use the 1 Year Challenge. It's on Amazon, but I just go through this book and write down my numbers and do the things. Oh, so that's what I do. I'm definitely not perfect at all, but that's what I do. Okay, let's go ahead and get this thumbnail done. There's one here. I think this is really cool looking, actually. But there's also this one here, which I think is probably better for a standard, podcast. So what you want to do with your thumbnails is you want to make sure that that you're not sort of choking the shadows. So like there's a lot of black in this image here. And also that didn't work. Here, hold on. Let's do this. There's a lot of black in this image, so we're gonna have to try and figure out a way to pull out the information from the shadows. Otherwise, it's going to look really washed out. I don't know what the word is. Washed out is when the highlights are too high. Why is it doing that? Hang on. Okay, we're going to convert that to a smart object. The resolution isn't perfect. I am going to probably upload this to a... I'm going to probably upload this to a AI upreser. Wondershare has a pretty good one. But what you can do, we can go to our levels here and try and increase so we can see more in the shadows, right? A little bit of contrast here. And I'm going to see if I can up-res this. But before we do that, what I can do here is I could take this, rasterize this. I want that thumb out of the way. We'll blur all that. Stefano said, this is so true, my philosophy about taking care of yourself. I recently lost 35 pounds from just walking a little bit every day. cutting soft drinks and eating a little bit earlier. I run this from Evan. I run with my dog every day and go to the gym 3 days a week and lift. Well, it's very, very interesting how the world opens up for you a little bit more. In fact, a lot more when you start taking care of yourself. There's parts of it that are sad, which is like if you focus on aesthetic, people like that and they trust you more. There's more respect. But it's also people, I think they just see someone who cares and then they just respect you more. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying that's what it is. That's what happens. So this is my highest resolution I've got, sadly. I think Adam, I've asked him for a higher res, but I think he's sleeping right now because he's in Australia. That looks pretty good though. And then I'm going to remove the microphone itself. Let's do it. Let's remove the mic and see if this works. I'm just going to edit fill. See what happens. Close. Edit fill. Oh, sorry, Adam. I hope he doesn't see this stream. He's like, what are you doing? No, I actually don't mind. If you're watching, Adam, I love you. We're just cleaning up this image here for your wonderful podcast that I'm excited about. I kind of think I may just get Adam to send me one. And then just replace this one. But at least it gives us something. I have deadlines in my head, and I'm like, okay, I got to get this uploaded to YouTube and ready to roll. So I'm just going to go ahead and get it done just so I can sleep at night. And if he sends me a better one tomorrow, we can just swap it out. But this one's fine enough. It's not perfect, but it's fine. Okay, then the next thing I do is I have a template. And guys, we're going to get into game dev as well, I promise. But I have this template that I use. I've been using it for years, but I update it every once in a while. So this image here, it was so funny. I had to update Thomas Mahler's podcast because it wasn't performing well, and I didn't know why. So I scrambled because he's very popular. I didn't know why it wasn't performing, so I had to scramble. And so I did a new sort of thumbnail style and swapped out the image, and it started to tick up and get better views. And so this is sort of the style I went with. But what I want to do is find the template. Stefano, I agree with you, by the way. That is probably what the logic is related to why people who are healthy are trusted more. It says, I think the logic is, why should I trust you? This is what Stefano said. I think the logic is that, why should I trust you to take care of me if you can't take care of yourself? Yeah. There's something there. And believe me, it's not my favorite thing, but I've always been somebody who cares a lot about utility over fairness. And what I mean by that is, a lot of people like to live their life, they like to live their career, their relationships, their personal lives, their social lives. They want it to be fair. And so they refuse to do things because it's unfair. And the hack of life is to do things as long as they serve a good function Who cares if they're fair? Welcome to the world. The world isn't fair. It is not fair at all. For example, your friend slights you. Your friend betrays you. Someone gossips about you behind your back. Instead of getting all butthurt about it, just think, okay, how do I move forward? Do I want to be friends with this person anymore? Just purely on a utility perspective. Do they make me happier, this person? If they do, don't get your feelings butthurt, move forward, and find a way to salvage the relationship. If someone in your family or your spouse did something in the past, do you want to be with this person? No? Okay. If you're justified in not being with that person, you can not be with that person. You can make that decision. But if you decide to be with that person, you need to be a little bit utilitarian and think, what can I do to salvage this? Why are we talking about this? I don't know. I have no idea. Insignia game. Let's find a cool screenshot for the Insignia game. Indie Tales. It's a beautiful game, by the way. He's just doing so good. I want like the world's best screenshot though. Like that one right there, but I don't know if there's any high-res shots. I'm gonna have to get some stuff from Adam. He live streams so much, but there's not a lot on Twitter or, well, that one's okay. Yeah, I like that one. What I mean is okay for the thumbnail. Scale it up, but we're gonna use we're gonna use nearest neighbor. And we're just going to do that. And we have some text. Here's Dave Gilbert. So we're going to grab this text here. And we're going to duplicate this over to Adobe Painter Thumb. Oh no, Ori 2. What is it? This one? Yeah. "10 years. "10 years making one game." This is not going to be a perfect thumbnail, I guarantee you. But it gives me something to work with tomorrow when he sends me some assets. Just so I can sleep tonight. That's really the goal here. Let's see if we can get that background to look a little bit more interesting, but also legible at the same time. And then we'll just fade this out. I reached out to Brandon Sanderson today. I really want him to come on the podcast. So that's what I'm doing. I really want Brandon Sanderson on the podcast. I want to learn about story. And I know he likes games. So I don't know. We'll see. Then we'll bring this one down here. So already it's not horrible, you know. We just need to use AI to up-res that. And then maybe we could put this down here. And then boost this up or down. There we go. I feel like people know who Adam is, so I don't know if I need to show any characters that are well known. I think his face is enough, but we'll see. So this is going to be Adam's podcast thumbnail. And then the other podcast is about AI. So the way we do this one is, the way I like to do thumbnails is I like to think of for clips. This is a clip. So this isn't a full episode. This next one is going to be a clip from the podcast, and it's about AI. So what I like to do is type in popular zombie games and find screenshots from very popular games. So like Left 4 Dead 2, Dying Light might have some really cool like screenshots with like a zombie running. Let's see here. Dylan says, I've just started watching your content 3 weeks ago. Just built my first computer and started my video game dev journey. That's awesome. Why are these all blocked? In the world. It's crazy. I need some kind of like robot. Okay, how about popular robot games? What are some popular robot games? Titanfall 2? Okay. That might be a cool thumbnail right there. And the idea would be to put kind of like a ChatGPT logo on there or something. Let's see if we can do something cool with this. And it'll say like AI underneath his arms or something. So it's all about layering with YouTube thumbnails. It's really important to create some sort of cool layering effect. If you can do that and use like a rule of thirds or center it up, you can get some pretty cool effects. So let's see if we can do that here. So we'll take this one. I'm going to have to isolate that background. So what I do is I just cut out different layers of the objects. And I use them to and just sort of play around until I get a really cool visual with all the different layers. That's cool. I'm going to cut this out here. So we're going to copy him. Okay. And then we're going to copy him. So this guy here gets his own little layer. I don't know if this is going to be a good concept, but we're going to try it. Once we finish up these thumbnails, we're almost done. We will move into game dev. Promise. Okay, there we go. And then this down here, I can do like a purple color. Just so we're matching sort of the Thomas Brush brand. Right? Like that. And we'll fade in towards the front here. It's too complicated. We need something a little cleaner. That one's cool. That might work. Something like that too, with like a ChatGPT logo in it. Yeah, we're just working on thumbnails right now for the YouTube channel. Nothing crazy today. This could work. Titanfall 2. I need a 1920 by 1080. There's 1080 by 600. This should work, but it's just too small. That could be really cool. And some kind of bizarre big state, like a clickbaity title like The End. Yeah, something like that could work really well. I just need some sort of dramatic shot like this, but in 4K. I wonder if we could find that. Ooh. That could work. And I'm showing you guys this because I have to do it today, but also because I want you to kind of see some effective ways to do thumbnails for YouTube. It's all about layering. That's not very cool looking. I wonder if we could find a Titanfall. I don't know if it's striking enough, honestly. Robot games that are popular. I need robots. Chappie? No, we need to do games. And Chappie, let's see here. Oh, that could work. I don't know if it's popular enough. I think Titanfall 2 is going to have to be what we use. Or, let's see. Just Titanfall. Are any of them large enough? It needs to be dramatic, guys. There we go. This one isn't bad. Let's see how big we can make this without it looking horrible. No. Come on! This just doesn't look very good. Do we want to use Midjourney for... I don't use Midjourney for my games, but sometimes I'm tempted to use it for thumbnails. A 4K Unreal Engine stylized of a robot of a young game developer at a computer surrounded by terrifying robots. Let's see if some cool art comes up. Songbird from BioShock Infinite, that's a great idea. That's a really good idea, actually. Let's see here. Okay, so I gotta admit, I don't usually use Midjourney, but this one's pretty cool. And it's just a thumbnail, right, guys? Should I feel guilty about this? Yeah, this looks really cool. And so I don't know, should I feel guilty about this? Last night, this is from No Queso. Last night I found a multiplayer bug in a game and I was able to recreate it in Godot. Game dev really changes your perspective on gaming. Yeah, that's for sure. I just need it to be wide. I don't know how to do wide anymore. How do you do wide? I can't remember how to do wide in, let me look here. How to do widescreen in Midjourney 4K. What's the prompt? AR 16:9 is what you do, but I want it to be 4K. You might have to just do upres. Okay. One more try, guys. Everybody, let it render here, and then we'll use it as our thumbnail. I feel guilty about it, I will admit, but it's just it's kind of indicative of the podcast title anyway. Let's do it again. I want to see more of these. These aren't very good. This is kind of cool. Let's upres it. Subtle upscale. It's upscaling. And yes, I'm paying for Midjourney for these kind of things. It's not, I repeat, it is not for game dev. Not at all. I kind of wish it was closer. This one's really cool. I want to try it again, actually, because there's just a. Oh, I totally agree, but Bausch. I totally agree. That one looks really cool. My goal with this is to do some kind of like really edit this thing to make it look not just like those annoying AI thumbnails. But I don't know. I could be wrong here. I would say 99.5% of my thumbnails are just from other games. I just can't find cool art for a robot game. Why are we okay with it with code generation and not art? I would say because I think it's because I code, okay? So it's not like I'm trying to disparage coding, but coding it truly is more of a technical thing. Yes, you could be creative with it, but I wouldn't call it an art form. There's something really romantic and human about art. And when you remove it from society, it's almost like you remove the purpose of being a human. I don't know. We're going to try this again. I want it to be close up on face, close up on a worried face. No, close up on the game developer's sinister, smiling face. I like these. These look really good. It's just a lot of them look like trash as well. So, well, what I mean is faces are great here. Being close up. What am I saying? That doesn't look sinister to me. Surrounded. by fire. It's so bad with like showing interaction. This is good. That's great right there. That one, this feels really good actually. I'm having such a hard time being okay with this though, because these just look like straight up AI. But let's go ahead and up-res it. But this isn't really a close-up on a face though. I'm going to vary this one. We're going to try again. Close-up of the game developer's sinister, evil face. His eyes are robot eyes. Let's try that. I don't know. Anyone who claims to fully understand the moral fiber or like the moral integrity of AI, I don't think they are being honest with themselves. We don't really know what the moral implications are here. This one doesn't look like AI art. I mean, it does, but it's not as bad. So I'm going to use that one. I think it's really interesting. And my hope is to put something behind him that says like game over or something. That'll probably get some clicks. Yeah. We'll up-res this and put game over behind him. And I think we should be good. This looks like AI art. Both of these do. This one looks the least. I wonder if I can vary this one. Make it look like more like claymation. Use image. No, use the image. Yeah, that's cool. Okay, we can use the image. Make this image more like a claymation style in a Tim Burton movie. Let's see what we get there. But this is great. Look at this. So we can bring that here. Scale her down. We want to see the keyboard in there. We want him to be centered. And I'm going to take him, pull him out on his own layer. And then behind him, we can do game over. Yeah, animated AI is truly something to behold. It's very cool, but also terrifying. And it's just bizarre to look at. Nice and centered. But I want to see the Tim Burton version. No, not going to work. Okay, this is probably fine. Okay, so what we're going to do here is, the way I like to do my thumbnails is I like my clip thumbnails from the podcast. I like to use something really, like a really interesting font. And so I sort of stray away from my standard brand. That's good. We're going to do a black stroke, a drop shadow, and then we'll bring this one on top. And we're going to have this, we're going to take the drop shadow away, we're going to rasterize the type, and we're going to get rid of the white. I wonder, though, what you could do here. That might be cool if it over is on his face. That would be cool, like this. Game over. And then this right here would just the E would be on his face. So watch this. Rasterize layer style. Remove that. And then this is on top of his face and do white. That way we can read it. And it kind of feels like there's layering going on. Although I wonder what would happen if I did this. I'll take this here and made it so you could see the E a little bit better. And I'm looking at my right side of my screen because you can see a smaller thumbnail over there on that. So it's nice to be able to see small images of your, like this, of your art or your thumbnail, because that's how people are going to see it. That to me makes more sense. And then we'll scale, we'll move this over here. And I'm going to take this and put it underneath. And then this right here, we can fade out a little bit. Scale this up, make it blurry. Drop it down in its lightness. That's good for now, actually. And then I'm going to take this. Make these bigger. Make all of this bigger, actually. Make all of this bigger. Make this so I can see the robot a little bit better. Go. I'm going to get rid of that. And then this background piece here, what I'm going to do, this is really cool. You can do a colorization so that he stands out. We're going to do like a red. And then this guy here, brightness, contrast. Actually, let's just add a drop shadow to him. Or a glow, maybe a blue glow. Yeah. And then over here, we're going to take this, select, modify feather by 50, copy, bring it over here. There we go. Okay, good. Let's see if I can darken that background. Do a little bit of a, what color? Blue, blue. There we go. But you drop the opacity down a little bit of the hue so that it's more of a filter over top of it. I do think that the text is driving me crazy, so we're going to try and bring, I need to save this, or I'm going to go game over thumbnail, or AI thumbnail. Hopefully you guys, is anybody learning anything for YouTube here? I'm not sure if any of you care about YouTube. But we'll see. I mean, I just needed to get this done anyway today, so. Game over. There we go. That's better. This is so, there we go. We want to see the robot behind him. And I'm going to take this, blur it, merge all this together. I'm going to take this right here, and I can blur it behind him like that, and only show a very subtle image of a robot behind him. Okay? So that there's focal, you want it, if when you look at it small, you don't want to be too distracted. Okay? We're going to crank up the contrast because you want it to be very sugary. Welcome to YouTube, guys. This is how YouTube is. You want it to be nice and sugary. Crank up the saturation even more behind him. If you did black and white, you could also do that because it creates a contrast, but I'm going to do something like this. That glow is kind of hurting it. Or is it? Let's do a yellow glow and see what we get. And then we're going to decrease the spread. I'd rather do no drop shadow. And instead, I'd rather do something like this. Watch this. This is cool. So think about the direction of the light in an image. Any image. It doesn't matter what you're working on. And go, okay, well, the background should probably match that, right? So we go, okay, if that's blue, let's do this. And then the orange light's coming that way. So see how all of a sudden it like makes sense? It's like, oh, we've got blue light here and orange light here. But we still want that background. So I'm curious how we're going to do this here. That does look better. So what I'm going to do is make this normal here. And there we go. I'm going to blur that there. That's blurred. So what I'm going to do is take this here. Blur all that crap. It's still a little hard to see him when it's small. You want to see the edges. So I'm going to do this. I want to be able to see him clearly standing out. Okay, good. I think that's all right. We'll do a fire overlay for the text. Let me grab some fire really quick. How to Create Clickbait by Thomas Brush. Okay, we're going to merge all that together. Drop down the brightness. And then we can take this one again and give it a little bit more depth. There we go. Got it? Maybe we could put one in front to create some more layering. Yeah. And then maybe one behind him. These need to be bigger. Just very subtle. This one behind him we're going to do very subtle as well. Okay, the white is bothering me, and also this is bothering me, so I'm going to set it to, there we go, that one, get rid of that. Yeah, you're losing that gradient. Give me just a sec. I'm going to figure this out. Let's see. I don't love the stroke. That feels so much better. There we go. That was cool, actually. I like that. Yeah. The fire sucks. Let's get rid of that. It ruins the vibe. I'm going to get rid of the stroke here. I'm going to get rid of all of this fire. I'm going to add a drop shadow. And I'm going to make this just a clean gradient. This is going to look so much more professional. There we go. All right. This one, I think what I want to do is change the, I want to include a little bit of that red in there. That looks great. We might want to do a little bit of a saturation increase. Subtle. Then what we want to do is a full colorization to blue. But drop it down, and then that's going to be a kind of a vignette. There we go. And then, yeah, that clears out those edges, cleans up those edges a little bit. Of course, I don't believe any of this. It's a question. Is it game over? I don't know. But this is going to be our AI art thumb. I like it. What you can do one final thing here, and then we'll move into game dev, guys. What you can do is take this, and you can do a blur like this. You can crank up the brightness and the contrast. Turn all of it off with a mask. And then you can add subtle glows to make it look bloomy. You see that? Where it's bright. So before, or I'm sorry, after, before. I like this. I think that's great. Save it. Is it a little dark? Yeah, I kind of think it is. So what we're going to do is actually just have it sort of from the corner be a little bit brighter. Yeah, there we go. So that's before, that's after. That's perfect. Okay, I think we're good with this one. It might be cool if this is over a little bit more like that. The problem is that bloom doesn't work anymore, right? That bugs me. So let's go ahead and figure out what to do there. I think it's... I'm going to merge all this together. I'm going to hide all these for now. And then I'm going to just clean that up here. This right here, just do this. Whew. There we go. Does that help? It might actually. No, that's fine. We're fine. Okay, we're all done. Now, we've got 2 thumbnails done. Hopefully that you guys learned something here. Adams, I'm going to wait for him to send me some good art and a headshot, and I'll clean it up. And then this one. Sweet. You guys ready to do some game dev? Thanks for hanging out with me while I did that, guys. Thomas, do you use AI art for your games? We use it for concepting, and that is it. We also use Claude to assist with code debugging, okay, and minor features. But when it comes to AI art, no, we do not use that for Twisted Tower. We do not use it for full extra clarity. For thumbnails, I don't mind. Every once in a while. The thing about YouTube thumbnails is it's like, yeah, if every single thumbnail is AI art, it gets really annoying, and you're like, okay, so you're an AI generated channel. Is that what you are, Thomas? So I'll do it every once in a while, like if I can't find a cool screenshot from a game or something. All right, game dev. Let me open up Unity. All right, I'm opening up Unity really quick. And then also, we're going to open up ClickUp. And by the way, those of you just joining us, just remember you can join full-time game dev below. The spring sale lasts for 4 more hours, 4 more days. So check it out below. See if it's something you're interested in. You're going to learn not only how to make a game in Unity, Godot, or Unreal, 2D art, 3D. You're also going to learn 2D art and 3D art. And that's only included for this big sale event. These big sale events happen maybe once a quarter, if that, this year. So once this is gone, it's gone. So it's 40% off plus 2D and 3D Art Pro. In addition to learning how to make games, you're also going to learn how to sell your game, how to make money even before you finish it. And I can show you how to do that. I'll also give you a shout out tomorrow on this little screen here. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and open up our task list for today. This is due on April 11th. Hitting enemies with the grapple isn't perfect. We could probably work on that. Oh, we need to work on the breakables. The breakable aquariums. So this one is what we worked on yesterday. So let's do that. We're gonna save creating a new balloon type. I know yesterday we were thinking about creating like a starfish. I'm gonna save that for Clown Casino, where we have some really cool. We'll have like cool like maybe balloon clown heads or something, and those clown heads I will have it so that when you hit them they go. So they spin and then boom and pop. Two Pillar says, the truth is AI creates better art than most artists. Boy, I don't agree with that. It looks cheap. It looks glossy. And it looks really generic. It always looks the same. Art at its foundation, at its core. Who knows what the one thing art should do for it to be art? In my opinion, art should obviously make the viewer, the hearer, the player feel what? Feel heard and feel seen. A great piece of art makes you feel heard and seen. You feel connected. You feel like you're understood. When I look at Tim Burton films, which I think his art and his movies are just incredible, I feel heard and I feel seen. AI art sometimes does that, but very rarely. Very rarely. It doesn't evoke, I wouldn't say evocation, if that's a word, is necessarily what art is. Art is a reflection tool. It's a mirror. It's something that when you put it in front of somebody, they go, they see me. There I am. That's art. You see yourself. It's a connection tool. It makes you feel like you're part of something. So, technical skill obviously doesn't matter. Technical excellence doesn't matter. Connectivity does. It's like a plug. That's what art is. And you stick it in to somebody else, and they're like, and they feel you, and you feel a connection. That's art. To be understood is the essence of art. That makes sense? That's my opinion, all right? What are we doing? Well, I could show you what we worked on yesterday. I'm going to clear our game manager here so that we don't have any save data left over. This is from Just Give Me a Second. Hey, Thomas, wanted to say thank you. You helped me to find the desire and motivation to continue making my game. Even pirate software wasn't able to do such a thing. Well, thank you. So we're going to have that go down, and then a particle emitter. That's about it. I believe we have puddles as well. Water pool. I'm going to look for some puddles of water really quick, okay? Let's see if we can find any. We may be able to get away with this. Like, for example, if you have a high smoothness value, and then you set it to like dark, like this, The problem is if you don't have real-time lights, it just doesn't look right. So we're not going to be too picky about this. The player just wants to know. Guys, all they want to know. They want to know at the base level, they want to know, do you see me? And it comes back to AI art and it comes back to art when it's games. Do you see what I just did? I just whacked that glass with my hammer. Did you see me? That is what the game, what makes a really fun game. The player feeling like they're seen and heard and that their actions matter at bare minimum with things that obviously should matter, like breaking a glass. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to, I think I have a waterfall object here, waterfall mist. Yay. All of this is what I need right here. Can I put that on a sphere? Good, I got a circle. All right, I'm gonna grab all this. I'm gonna go back upstairs. I'm trying to find the best magic trick. By the way, game dev is all magic tricks. I'm thinking, what is the trick we could do here to make this feel like it's all the day long. That's right, Alex. This is my story. This is my song. Ba ba da ba ba all the day long. This is my story. My theory is something like this. It does something like this. And then it comes out like this, down. I feel like we could get away with this. Bare minimum. It's like this, and then it just goes down. But let's not worry about that. We're going to worry about the splashing. So this mist here, waterfall splash. That's good too. I like all this stuff. So this, we're going to unpack the prefab completely. And I'm going to try my best to do some kind of cool splash effect here. Yeah, we'll put that at the base right here. And this stuff will basically animate out. So we'll activate it and I'll just have it, I'll slowly animate it out. And then it'll fade away. Okay, the mist here. It could be on the ground. This is tough, guys. But we're going to make it work, I promise. Okay. So far, so good. We also need glass particles. So we need to grab some of those really quick. The ring, good. And then the water here. This is a particle emitter as well. This is a sphere. We're going to do a box. We're going to put it right here. There we go. And it's not going to last long. Water cylinder. I'm going to change this to a quad. Will it work? I don't know. I'm not going to worry about that right now. We're just going to worry about this. And then we're also going to go to our grandfather clock because we have glass in there, or breakable. Yeah, we have a breakable glass prefab here. And we're going to use that. I should have it. There it is. And we're going to take the particles inside, put them right here. They should be right here. And they're just going to bust. Let's hit play and see what happens. There they are. We're going to start with 1 and go to 4. There we go. We're going to make it blue. Very, very, guys, this is so straightforward. Or so basic. I'm in no mood to make something hyper realistic right now. And that's okay. Let's go to the front view here. Thomas, what do you think about isometric style games? I love them. Depth is a very powerful tool, and isometric games don't have depth, and so I always struggle to want to make them. So that's why I don't make isometric games, because I love depth. It's a cheat code, really. When you have depth, you can make something look really good, really fast. We'll move that out to about right there. So basically, this pool of water will appear for just a brief moment. Destroy me. We're going to do a delay of 4 seconds. So this whole particle will, I don't want it to rotate. That would be really strange. These particles will appear. This is our our break particles. These break particles will appear for like 4 seconds and then go away. Now, the first time you ever look at, a particle effect like this, it's always going to look terrible in game. So just know this is going to suck. But at least we get something, and then we know what to fix. I didn't even see the water. I wonder why. Let's see. That I can't see. Because, yes, it's because there's no real-time lights here. So that's not going to do much for us. What about you? There's no real-time lights here. So it's just gray. Why is that so ugly? Why is it all gray? My theory is if we clear the bake. Let's go ahead and push really quick. Because my theory is we need a real-time light in there to actually see it looking good. Okay, what am I pushing? Diver cough. Coughing for woman. Breakable glass. I'm going to just do glass and then just splashes. You know, that's about it. I can't push. To GitHub change their freaking billing. I can't push anymore. It's all this freaking metadata. What? I gotta remove the metadata. Hang on, guys. I'm doing a push here. GitHub changed something. I don't know what it was, but it sucks now. It just sucks. I hate it. Has anyone noticed that? Hey Frank, how you doing? Thomas, I'm going over your 2D game course. I'm inspired once again. Thanks, Frank. That's awesome. Thomas, have you checked out the movie Heretic? No, I have not. Dane says, I have to say my favorite things about these chats are the discussions. God, AI, psychology. Me too. All right, we got pushed to GitHub. Son of a bee. Can't push because I've hit my LFS budget. Oh, GitHub, I've been paying you so much money. They keep telling me I'm going to hit my budget. I get more data, and then they... And it's not my fault. I'm like, I want to get more data, but GitLFS doesn't let you buy data because they changed their budget. The way they do their freaking... Anyway, let's just jump back into game dev. So I just want, I don't need any of this, honestly. I just need the glass break and then a splash. That's all I'm going to do. So let's do that, okay? We're just going to do water. And that's it. So how do we do it? You know, do I have a splash effect? I do. Let's see if we have one. Let's double check. I don't need this. I don't need this. I need the glass break. The splash here, I don't know if don't know if you can even see that, but that glass is good. We also need splash. Let's find a splash. Ooh, what is that over there? Let's get rid of that. This looks pretty good, actually. I wonder how it looks. We need a real-time light, though. Is that real-time? I doubt it. It's baked. I wonder what this looks like without a real-time light, you know? So the idea here is to just have it stay there for like 5 seconds, and then it just goes away. Duration 0.3, lifetime 0.3. How about 0.7? No, we'll do 1. There we go. So it just sort of sits there for a little bit and then goes away with glass break particles. Yeah, for some reason I can't see them. Is it because they need to be further out here? There we go. All right, we'll try that. I have my doubts. Like if we go to this scene here and we take a look at the bake, look, it's gray. And that's because there's no real-time light. So I would say the waterfall splash particles, we need to grab that material and we need to create some kind of emissive or sprite out of it. So I'm going to grab this, duplicate it, and we're going to call this emissive. I'm going to go in here, take a look at our break particles here, play this. Why is the rotation so odd? There we go. And then I'm going to bring on the emissive one. There it is. That way we can change it to be a sprite. There we go. It's a weird, hang on one sec. Color mode additive, let's try that. Save, and now let's take a look at it here. Okay, so it needs to be lit. Sadly. Universal render pipeline, particles, unlit. There we go. There we go. That's all we want. And then it goes away. So we're going to revert this. Transform's good. Lighting's good. What is this? Dust particles? No. All right, let's take a look. It's not gonna look good, but at least we get something. What? Okay, we're almost there. Disable. Disable. Save. Here we go. collect knife. The goal is bare minimum. I'm all about it. Bare minimum everything. There we go. And it should destroy. There we go. We could use an animator here to slowly decrease that. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to call this, I'm going to have this start at the top and move down. It's going to feel like it's shrinking. It'll be really interesting. It'll feel like it's pouring out. So for example, we could do this. Hold on. Hang on. There we go. No. We could do something here. I'm going to make this box collider. Or I'm sorry, this box bigger, like this. There we go. And what's going to happen is I'm going to also increase its height. And it's going to go down like this. That's all it's going to do. I actually think you could add a rigid body to it. I could add a rigid body to this. And it doesn't need a collider on it. And I'm going to set the drag to 1. And it's just going to sort of slowly go down. And then it'll eventually destroy. So let's try that. I think that might work. Clever boy. Oh my goodness. Set it to 200 and it'll just go down. And then it's gone. I like that. The water plane is, this could go down as well though. So that could work. I could put the water plane in here so that when this disables, the water plane goes down with the set it to -90. The water plane will go down with the particles as long as there's no box collider getting in the way. Remove that. The volume we need. Okay, got it. Remove. Get rid of this volumetric audio. We don't need a box collider here. No, we do, but we want it to be a trigger. It is. So the theory is this will go down with the water. It's a really messy solution here, but it'll do this. And then it'll eventually destroy itself. You guys want to try it? I'm all about it. Yeah, the puddle thing, that's a good question. Wait, what? We'll do this really quick. Good enough for me, man. Good enough for me. It's not the best, but I'm okay with it. Welcome to game dev, baby. Turn that on. This goes down and then it destroys itself after 4 seconds. What are we gonna do here? Well, we have a breakable here, and I would like potentially. I think what I might do is just put a few crates. I'm just going to find a couple aquariums on these 2 floors. Actually, there's only 1 floor with aquariums. And I'm just going to put like tickets in there and that's it. We'll try this one more time. just to feel this out. Good, and then a ticket will be like, okay, I'm stepping on something there. Yep, that's all we need. I'm going to remove the collider from those objects. So let's see here. This one here, these we don't need colliders. Save. All this stuff we don't need colliders. Remove the collider from that. I mean, honestly, guys, it doesn't look bad. I'm pretty happy with it. So let's go ahead and find all of our aquariums. We're going to start with this one, and we're going to put a treasure chest ticket in, or like a box in here. So I'm going to go ahead and just put it right. Oh, we need to put a ceiling. Hang on. This right here needs a collider. Okay. And then we're going to put a ticket. Pick up ticket. Or pick up coins. Coin chest. Right here. It's going to be a child. I'm going to put it right here. So that the player feels rewarded. This is sort of a game design 101. You want the player to feel rewarded for doing something they shouldn't. For breaking the rules. Right, one there. Good. Let's see if it works. Ibrahim, you watched the podcast with Thomas Mahler, and you said you disagreed with him about the concept of hooks. Yeah, I think hooks, as long as you understand that hooks are a marketing tool, then, I mean, he's obviously a better game developer than me. Do you hear the bird too, Jason? Birds are horrible people. I don't like birds at all. They're terrible people. Collect knife.
Hi. I'm surprised you made it to my first attraction. The Mermaid Palace water park.
What?
All that flailing about has me worried you were...
Son of a... I have a theory that we have a box collider added to it, and that should have been a quad. Let's just do a collider. You left me there, waiting at the bottom of the stairs, with my eyes closed, holding my right eye. Yeah, we're just gonna do a regular collider. What's this? I think it's that TV, yep. Oh, okay, guys. Why is this, though, not baking? What is this? Da 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 da. Ba 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 bum bum ba da da dum. Do 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 do. Collect knife. It's so funny. This is one little thing. There's like 3 of these aquariums in the level. But the player in their mind, they're gonna go, yeah, everything was breakable. And it's just because of this one moment. Ooh, thank you. See how rewarding that was, guys? This unwrap is really strange. I think it's this that's coming through this. Do I care? No, I don't. I don't care at all. So, yeah. All right, let's go ahead and find another aquarium and put some special goodies in there. We've got a lot of them. What's it called? What's the full name? Aquarium Modular. Felipe did so good here. Da 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 da. Pick up, coin, bag, coin pickup. This one is great. This big old fat one here. We're going to put it sort of hidden right here. In like this. Yes, so delicious. I want the player to go, what? Wait, what is that? And break the glass. I can move these. There it is. Move that one here. Isn't that fun, guys? So this one's a little bit more obvious, right? The player will walk like this, and they'll go, oh, an aquarium. And they'll see it there. You say, F me! And it's right there. What is that? We need to get rid of those ticket rolls. Having these right here, we need to get rid of that highlight effect. Quantum says, I have blessed assurance stuck in my head. That's right. Are the tickets visible from the outside? Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep it just the way it is. I'm okay with the player seeing that and going, oh, I want that, baby. I want them tickets. We're going to pick up health over here. A big old fat delicious some french fries. It's like, gee, thanks. Got wet french fries. Once you have all your tools, once you have your systems and your code base and your assets, making a game is like playing Minecraft. French fries, yay. We got one more to add this to, and then we can move on to the next task. 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 I have something fun I want to do. This is going to be great. This could be one of the coolest things ever. So he should be sort of hiding there because you're teaching the player, you're like, hey, there's goodies in here. And then you put a spider in there. Although I don't know if there's a nav mesh in here, and I don't even want to try to bake a nav mesh in here. Is there a nav mesh in here? No. I don't even want to think about how to get a nav mesh in there. I think it needs to be set to default. But it is. So for some reason, there's not a nav mesh. What if we added a nav mesh surface to this? And use geometry, physics colliders, current object hierarchy, include nothing except for the default. I believe it should bake just that. Crap. Oh, it's getting it on top of that for some reason. That would be really fun, but hey, I think we've rewarded the player enough and it's fine the way it is. There's no more aquariums. I think these are the only aquariums in this chapter. I think we're all done with the aquariums. I gotta go tinkle. All right. It's good enough. So that's done. Breakable aquariums. Dunzo. So far we're doing pretty good. Balloon type. I'm not going to create a new balloon type for chapter 2. Turrets on floor -1 and floor -2. Well, let's see if floor -1 has any turrets. What am I typing? Because I know floor -2 does. So we have a few turrets here. One here. Okay, that's great. One over here. He's just sitting on nothing, isn't he? Glad we looked at this. Let's see. Where are we coming from when we get in here? How do we get in here? Okay, so we're going to go ahead and add some turrets at a different spot. I'm going to turn all this crap off. So you come down through here. So my theory is, yeah, I like the idea of the turret being on the second half of the level. Don't like that those enemies are there. Yeah, she doesn't need to be here. She bothers me. We're gonna put a turret right here. What? Oopsie. Okay, so that turret, crap. Which is, sorry guys. Turret on the left side, turret on the right side. This turret here, I'm gonna put him actually, look at this guys, we have a problem. Yeah, this one we need to actually put on the right side over here. There's only 2 turrets on this level and that's stupid. We really want to put turrets. We're gonna find a good spot for it on this side of the level, because remember there's 2 sides per level, so we need to find a good spot to put a turret. Variety is one of your best friends. So I think right here actually is a good place to put it. Works for me. So we're going to go ahead and add a turret here. A cannon. Just like this. -90, 180, 0. It'll be right in front of the player's face. So hopefully they'll round the corner here and they'll see him. Thomas, what's the poly count limit for a prop? Oh wow, there's no answers there. That's such a, there's so many variables associated with that. Isn't that an annoying answer? I know it is. Let's generate GUIDs. Let's solve for GUI duplication. And next we need to go to, it really depends on what you want to make. So I know that's annoying. Go over here and no turrets in here, no turrets in here. That doesn't look very good, does it? Huh. I don't know why that looks so ugly, but I think it has to do with the bake. I come up here, and what if there was a turret? I just need one turret, honestly. I just need one turret. I go over here, go through here. I don't think we need a turret. I think we have enough. Let's do a little bit of an occlusion. Bake. We can clear this out here. Turrets on floor -1 and floor -2. That's done. Just enough to keep it interesting. Elevator ticket doesn't show up when reinserting it into the elevator. think I know what's going on there. You okay? Oh, guys, did you want to see Jeb? Come on, bud. Come on, Jeb. Come here. Come on. Come on. Hey, Jeb. Jeb. Come on up. Say hi. Say hi. There they are, right here. No? Okay. You want to go outside? What am I doing? Oh, we need to change the names of the floors. So these two here. So this one's going to be Mermaid Palace. Okay, so this is going to be Mermaid Palace. There we go. And then floor -2 is going to be sewers, which I think it is, but we're going to double check. I actually feel really good about the progress I'm making on my task list. Okay. Sewers. Let's hit play. What am I saying? Let's hit play here. Double check. Poly count, it's just dependent on your platform. It's dependent on the audience. Are you seeking higher end players who have higher end machines? What's in focus? Are you going to use LODs? What did it say? Sorry. I've been going around in circles and I don't know what to do. I need a way to find you back to the truth. I need a reminder of how I used to feel. There's a face in the mirror, isn't looking too familiar. Okay, so we got those done. Knock them out, baby. Oh, right on target. Bam. Surfaces are no longer having an impact. Oh, that was a glitch I found during a playthrough. Let's double check that. Let's double check that. Okay. Okay, we're getting an error here. Could it be that that texture's not added to the texture set list? I think that's what it is. Although, it's a shame because it should go to its default. But I'm going to see if I can add this. This here. All of this underground stuff needs to be added. So we're going to use something we learned from Gordon. We're going to duplicate this tab. We're going to lock it. It's called underground. Yeah, so this inspector tab here, we're going to go to sound manager. And we're going to lock it here. And then we're going to go back to underground. Here it is. And as long as that's locked, we can add all these to the stone. I hope it's not. It doesn't look like it's added, which is great news because that might be our issue. What? No. This right here. There we go. So I'm adding these textures here, guys, so that it knows to play a certain sound. Based on the texture that's being hit by the raycast. I hope and I pray that this is going to work. These are ground sounds, not hit sounds. I guess that's fine. Yeah, this isn't right. This isn't going to solve our problem. Crap. It might for walking, like if I walk on it, that I'm going to get walk sounds, but I'm still not going to get hit sounds for some reason. Even though the layer is set to default. Untagged. Let's go to all of our poly shapes and change all of these to stone and see what happens. We're getting a weird error when we hit it with our hammer, is what my whole point is here. That works. That works. So really, it should be looking for untagged, is it? So let's type in impact effect manager and go to that script. It should be looking for an untagged. If it's untagged, it should still play the default hit sound. Load. Sorry, Visual Studio has to start its engine and come out of the driveway and warm up and scrape off the windshield. It's got to do all the things to run properly. To load a text file, of course. What about walking? Yeah, we're getting walking sounds, so that's good. What about this? That's fine. It's not the best, but it's fine. All right. Let's double check and see if untagged exists. We're going to close all of these. We're going to open up the impact effect manager. If hit tag is all this, then look for get tag from mesh texture. We need to do an else, which is just the default. I wonder if we need to do this. We're gonna get this working. I'm gonna oh, come on, Thomas. Did you really write this? Found a hit tag. Else. No hit tag. This is basically what it does is it looks for a tag of the object it's hitting, and it looks for a texture basically. Okay. I see. So it's looking for textures on the Pro Builder mesh. If not, then the hit tag needs to be default, right? Does that exist? Or untagged? Give me a sec, guys. I know this is boring. Generic. Huh. Not so sure what's going on, but let's double check. I'm going to go to these poly shapes, and I actually want them to be untagged. I need to get this right here. I need to know what it is. There we go. Okay, let's take a look. Okay. I'm actually kind of be relieved to fix this globally and not locally. What I mean is, even if a Pro Builder mesh has no tag and it's not set to stone or anything, it should still play a default sound. We shouldn't be getting an issue like that. No hit tag. Now we're just getting an error entirely with that one and that one. Okay. So what we need to do is this. If this is not null, if this exists, then do this. But for some reason, wait, why am I getting an error here? Oh. Does that work? I'm just thinking for a sec, guys. Give me a sec. I'm looking for the generic one. Give me just a sec. All right, we're gonna figure this out. Hang on. Does not equal null? No, because it can't be, because it's not a string, it's a string. Do we really need to do that? Is that what it should be? Let's double check. Okay, we're getting null reference exceptions. Let's debug.log the texture. Wait, why am I getting that? What is this? Shut up. Object reference that set an image of an object. You guys want to ask Claude? You're trying to access something with null, blah, 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 blah. Really? That's the solution? SFX Manager has a null reference exception for some reason. It really shouldn't. I don't think this is going to solve it, Claude, but let's double check. Oh, you like this? Okay, what's going on here? I don't know why the SFX Manager would be null. It makes 0 sense. I doubt that that's actually what's null. SFX Manager is not assigned? Yes, it is. Hang on. Now nothing works. Wow. SFX Manager is not assigned. That's crazy. SFX Manager is not assigned. Let's double check, guys. This whole time, SFX Manager has not been assigned. How do we assign it? Or how do we find it? What? Yeah, it's a scriptable object. How am I accessing? How am I accessing this other places? What is this? What? Am I using SFX Manager anywhere else? we go. I think that'll do. Like this. And then we just do manager. I don't know why I'm having this issue to begin with, though, honestly. Look. Is that really it? Wow. Wow. I did not know that was broken. F me. Sideways. That, I had no idea. Well, let's get rid of these debug.logs. I had no idea that was an issue this whole time. Okie dokie, I'll take it. All right. I'll take it. By the way, if you're just joining us, check out Full-Time Game Dev below. It's a sponsor of today's live stream. I sponsor myself sometimes. Check it out below. And you're going to learn not only how to make games in Godot, Unity, Unreal, but also how to sell those games to publishers before you even finish them. How to promote them and get funded on Kickstarter. How to hit the Steam front page. How to get wish lists. It's massive. It's a massive program. Join 4,500 students worldwide and learn how to start an indie game studio that's profitable from your bedroom. It's a really great course. It's the perfect course for you if you're interested in starting a game studio. 30-day money-back guarantee. You don't have to email me. Just email my assistant. It's on the website. If it's not for you, and you don't even have to explain it. Just say, I want a refund, and 30-day money-back guarantee, no questions asked. So, point being, no risk to you. So, check it out, 40% off for the spring sale. And I'll also give you a shout out in tomorrow's live stream on this page right here. Okay. Hey, that felt great. We knocked that one out, man. Surfaces no longer have an impact. Good. Let's go ahead and take a look at the elevator ticket not inserting anymore. I think it's pretty straightforward. Basically, you can't see the elevator ticket anymore. So we're going to go down to the elevator. And I think it's actually pretty straightforward. Let's open up the animation here. When we insert a ticket, this turns off. Ticket variant game object.active. No. Yes, that turns off. But then when I go to dispense again, it should turn on. Okay, that's good. Something's going on. A mesh renderer. I don't know, actually. I couldn't tell you. Let's go to floor 0 and do some testing here and see what's going on with this. Pillow, it's go at your own pace. The courses go at your own pace. So if you want to take the entire course in the first 30 days and then you don't like it at the end of the 30 days, I'm not going to argue with you. Seriously, you could take it at your own pace. Do whatever you want. There's nothing to save on this level, I don't think. I'll save it. Which is more difficult, promoting a game on the Apple Store or on Steam? Apple Store for sure. Apple Store is impossible. It's very hard. What am I doing? Okay, so we got to go to the elevator and figure out what is going on. I cannot see the ticket when I dispense it the second time I use a ticket. So this ticket here, I'm going to just copy that, paste it. I'm going to set it to floor 2 ticket. I'm going to solve GUI duplications. And then let's see what's going on here. So we'll start with this one.
You did it!
Good, and then do this one.
You did it!
What? It's all like not working at all. What animation is it at currently? Ticket lock complete. What? What animation is that? What? That shouldn't exist. That shouldn't exist. What's happening? No, I do like that. I just don't know. Let me think here. What we're going to do is I'm going to take this and we're going to go from floor 1 to floor 2.
You did it!
So there's nothing I can do there. We want that, we do want it to go to a complete state so it's no longer flashing, so it feels like you solved it. But it should be flashing on this floor now. Good. And then I should be able to insert a new ticket here. Jab, shush. Okay, there's that one. We're gonna make it floor 2. And put it in. That works.
You did it!
Okay. Let's go back to the lobby and see if we're getting some issues here. What is he barking at? Literally nothing. There's literally nothing outside. Okay, that is showing up again. So I guess that's not an issue. Dude, I'm gonna... What are you doing? I have no idea what he wants. Oh my word. Let's get back to it, everybody. So it seems like our tickets are fine. So I'm just going to mark that as clear. And I think we're good. Fairy Wings collection info. Double dash doesn't work. That actually does work, I believe. But let's double check. So there's some fairy wings here. Honestly, guys, I've played through this whole game. We don't have this. This looks like a big list. It's really not. So I'm looking forward to this because I am making progress. Fairy Wings collection info. So I definitely know we need to go to our tutorial overlay. Mini tutorial card. This one. Okay. Actually, yeah, no. Okay. We're going to use a tutorial card. I know I'm not making sense. So there's some fairy wings. When you pick them up, I need a card to appear, and it shows you how to use it. That's basically all we need to do. Pretty straightforward. So I'm just going to take this, open it up in Photoshop, and I'm going to basically get a screenshot of the fairy wings. This is actually a double jump pickup. Pickup, double jump. There it is. No, dash. Pickup, dash. There it is. I'm going to turn off the highlight effect just for now. And I'm going to take this one here. We're going to make it look a little bit cooler. And we're going to sort of create an animated look to it. All right. Hey, Scary Games. Doing well. How are you? Okay. So we're going to take these fairy wings, just paste them here. And nothing crazy here, guys. Really straightforward. We're going to have the fairy wings do this right here. I'm going to remove the gun. And I'm going to do like a dash effect behind it. So it looks like it's like a horizontal dash. This is mini tutorial card, midair dash, or this is a dash, fairy wings. So how are we going to do this? How are we going to make it look like it's a horizontal dash? You want to try and communicate what it is exactly. So what I'm going to do, take this, duplicate it, and bring it over here like this. Maybe that'll look good. We'll do a motion blur. Increase the opacity. There we go. Convert it to a smart object. And do a little arrow. We'll do a 3D arrow like this. You guys know I'm all about efficiency here. Try and clean this up as best we can. I know it's not perfect, but I don't care. Drop this one down here. We'll just do this. There we go. We're going to save this. Make that actually just a little less opaque here. There we go. Mid-air dash, baby. All right. Okay. There we go. Frank, can you email me at thomas@fulltimegamedev.com with that question? And say Thomas said to email you. They're not plasmids, they're toys. Okay, that's good. So now let's go to optional activate object on pickup. How do we do this? Hang on. Optional tutorial overlay. So I need to create a new tutorial overlay. So we're going to go to our grapple. Pickup grapple tutorial overlay. Let's see here. Let's save that. No, we're not going to save that. Wow, there's no tutorial overlay for the pickup for the grapple. Really? Sure there is. Let's double check. There it is. So I need to duplicate this. I'm going to call this tutorial overlay trigger mid-air dash. I'm going to select this, double click it. It should include, yeah, there it is. And then we're just going to drag in the new one, which is dash fairy wings. Crap. Give me a sec here, guys. We need to set it to a sprite. Good. There we go. And then if we go to our mid-air dash or our dash pickup, all the way over here, there's the sound, which is this. And then the optional tutorial overlay object needs to be that object we just created, which is the dash, and drag that on here. Now let's make sure that the text is correct. Oh boy. No, I think we're good. Let's see what the text is. Here it is. There it is. Yeah. Fairy wings. Dash across the room while jumping. Great. The fairy wings, these wings are great for crossing large chasms and gaps. There we go. Pretty straightforward, right, guys? Do you want to check it out and make sure it works? Where's the dev music? Lassie, I like to have people choose their own dev music. I'm all about you picking your own music. If I had a stream playing, I would always want, I would personally want to choose my own music. Do you agree? There it is. Dash across the room after jumping. These wings are great for crossing large chasms. Okay, it needs to tell me what to press though, and it doesn't. It needs to tell me what to press. So it should do an on-screen, it should show a tooltip to dash, jump, and press sprint. But for some reason it doesn't show that. Let's press none here. There's no tooltip. Hold on. It doesn't do it. Huh. For some reason, it doesn't show on the center of the screen how to use it. Dash. Good. Tooltip. To dash, jump, and press sprint. I don't know if that exists in the input actions. It might. No, it does. It's right there. Sprint. But for some reason, it doesn't show me the tooltip. Let's double check the pickup grapple and see if it does show the tooltip. Isn't that strange? It's right there, see? So that works. Why? Grapple. We're going to figure this out. Let's take this over to our pickup wings dash. Pickup dash. We're going to take it over here and put it right here so we can compare the two. Son of a... Are you kidding me? Let's see here. What's going on, guys? All right, we need to drink our pre-workout really quick, but let me figure out what's going on here. Maybe we're getting a null reference exception. Let's double check. Good. Let's look for a null reference exception here. What? Attempted to flash description. Okay, good. What? Why would that happen? Let's give myself a dash here and see what happens. To dash, press dash. Sprint. Yeah, for some reason we're not getting it. The input action name is down here. Oh, you guys can't see it. It's right here. There's an input action name script. And for some reason, we're not getting the tooltip. Isn't that crazy? For some reason, we're not getting the tooltip appearing, and I don't know what's going on. How do I stream and make dev at the same time? I'm not perfect, obviously, but I've been doing this a long time. And so I've just practice. Let's try this. Nope. Okay. Something's wrong with the sprint. Something is wrong with the sprint input value. I'm going to say player ability is sprint. Let's try that. What the mother F? What? Double jump? Oh, I think I have to set it up pretty precisely, actually. I think I have to set it up precisely. I think it's looking for strings, and then these are conditional. So these strings here, I believe those are conditional. So let's double check. Player abilities, good. Yes. There we go. Show tip. True. Slide. No. Flashlight, no. Sprint, no. Double jump, yes. Dash, yes. Show ability. There we go. It's pretty straightforward, actually. Maybe talking about it out loud helps work it out. Yes, I actually find myself talking out loud when I'm not live streaming. And there's so many moments to talk, like right now. So it helps a lot. And believe it or not, I was talking to Adam about this, Adam Yunus of Indie Tales, during the podcast. And he was right. He was right that you actually are in some ways you're more productive because you stay focused and you don't get on Twitter and stuff. So, because you got people watching. Good. We need to add the optional tutorial overlay here. Good. To jump, press sprint. Sprint. Good. I think, guys, that this should work. You want to take a look and see? Yeah, chat helps a lot too. Yeah, you're right. To dash, jump, and press shift. There we go. Good. Oh, yeah. So we need to go to this here and make sure that tutorial overlay trigger dash is correct because that's the wrong one. It's going to say fairy wings. To dash, jump and dash across chasms and gaps. Mr. Twister's magical fairy wing toy. Okay, nothing crazy here. Let's go ahead and add the fairy wings to the card image. Yeah, sorry guys, we went back in time. We did too many Control-Z's there. So I have to go do this again. Which is mother effing fine. Which is fine. All right, let's take a look here. What was I doing? Oh, I need to drag this into the new trigger here. There we go. And guys, I think we've got our new over. And I was actually dreading this task. So I feel good. How many toys are you planning on having? There are 4. I think there's 4, maybe 3. Thomas hi Thomas, I'm from the UK. I love your channel. I've been here since day 1. That's awesome. Thank you, Amy Harper. Fairy wings. Jump up and dash across chasms and gaps with Mr. Twister's magical fairy wings. We need to make sure we set up the transparency properly here. Remove the mat. There we go. That's cleaned up. To dash, jump, and press shift. Can you feel the sunlight on my face, washing all the dirt away? Bring your feet down, splash around. Okay, well, let's see here. Done. Shark gun, dizzy particles should remove on death. They do. We need a shark gun upgrade explanation. I can do this pretty quick, actually. So let's go to our weapon manager. Let's go to our shark gun ability. Shark stun. Hold the alt fire button to charge and release a stunning plume of gas. I'm going to be a little bit more mature here. Hold the alt fire button to charge and release a stunning fart from the shiny yellow ring on the tip of your gun. From the tip of your gun. The whole of your gun. There it is. I was wondering what the word was. From the dark and deep hole of your gun. Okay. We need to create an art for this as well. Hang tight though, I'll be right back. Okay. Okay. The shotgun we need to have a graphic for the shotgun. So I'm going to save this. Mini tutorial card. It's going to be the shotgun. I need to go to my weapon wheel. Actually, let's just go to our shotgun. And what I'm going to do is take a screenshot. Sorry, I'm out of breath. I ran up the stairs. And I'm going to have these meshes delete, these arms delete, just so I can get a nice screenshot. There we go. And I'm going to have it blasting towards the camera here. Like that. Big old plume of gas right there. Let's use Adobe Modeler really quick for a plume of gas. This, we need to use this magic selection tool. Or maybe not. What is happening? Oh. Okay, here we go. Okay. All right, let's open up Modeler really quick. This is good enough. Okay, let's create a new. Why can't I right click? It's frozen. I love how both Adobe products just froze on me. What in the world? What is happening? Okay, let's create a new sphere. And we're just gonna blend. What are we creating? A plume of gas. And we'll adjust all of the blending modes to make it look a little bit smoother. And this is only going to be used for the graphic. Set all the smooth values here. There we go. Screenshot it. Bring it in here. Get rid of that. And get rid of really anything around here. Select inverse delete. Do you guys see what I just did there? Does that make sense? What just happened? That's it. We'll move the gun over here. And we'll add some like spray coming out of it. Go. We'll create some poop particles. We'll do some cool filters in just a sec. Shotgun! We can do another one that's like this. Darker. To create some depth here. No, we don't need that. So we're going to take all of these graphics here and make sure there's plenty of texture. So I'm going to go here, go to the paper texture. Make sure it's below the paper texture. We'll decrease the brightness a little bit. There we go. This white here, I should set that to overlay. Do some subtle fades. There we go. I'm going to take this, make it look like it's printed on here. I should probably, let's see here. Maybe make this a little bit more yellow. It doesn't have to be perfect. There we go. And then I'm going to have it say, poo pew. Poo pew. Poop. Pew poo. We'll do, what is it? Royal? Yeah, royal signage. It's like a 1950s advert, basically. Layering is your best friend. This is very similar to what we did with the thumbnails at the beginning of today's live stream. We're going to do a color overlay of maybe this red. We'll just do this dark here and do overlay. Set it to overlay. Pretty big scale here, actually. Let's set it to normal. I think I'm good with overlay, actually. That's good enough, man. Shotgun. Done. That's all saved and ready to roll. Discard changes. The shotgun. Let's see what the overlays we need to create are. Yeah, honestly, I think it's just in the weapon manager and I just need to assign it. Yeah, it's right here. So we just throw it in there. Pretty cool. Set this to a sprite. And then we just go to our weapon manager. And then we just assign it. There's not a name for the secondary fire. Or is there? Let's double check. Whoops. It's called bullet blade. I see, it's right there. Okay. Shart blast. Shart stun. Shart stun. Hold the alt fire button to charge. I'm just going to say charge. Charge and release a stunning fart from the dark and deep hole of your gun. Of the shark gun, of your shark gun. I love it. That's great. Okay. Well, I guess we should just see if it works. Let's go to this upgrade station. And we're going to put a pickup shotgun here. Pickup shotgun pickup. There it is. Not that one, eh? Yes. We also need a bunch of tickets. So we're going to do pickup tickets. I'm feeling it. Oh, I feel it. I'm drinking a pre-workout here and I'm just like bunch of these. Okay, you want to take a look and see if this works? Okay, I got a lot of tickets.
Be a real boy. Get some upgrades.
This is called the Quack Attacker. It's not, though.
Are you sure about that, Chip?
What? I'm glad we checked it. Honestly. That's not the Quack Attacker. This is the Quack Attacker. This is the shark gun. Oh, careful, Thomas. The secondary fire image for some reason didn't get put there, so we need to make sure we put it there. This is going to be the shark. There it is. Put that there, and let's double check, eh? Why Substance Painter instead of Blender's Bold Tool Remesh Corrective Smooth method? Well, I'm using its Modeler. Just because I learned Modeler last week, that's all. I don't recommend it. I'm seriously, I'm agnostic about the whole thing. I would say Modeler is easier to get going. It's actually pretty, what's the word?
Wouldn't you love an upgrade, chap?
And there it is. I'm going to center that up too. The rotation's all wrong. What was I saying? That gun is wrong. That model is wrong. Let's get the right model as well and put that in there. We need to do that before we forget. I'll probably do it right now. No, Modeler is expensive. Full disclosure, I was sponsored by Adobe last week to show off Modeler. Or this week, actually. And I was happy to do it. I think it's a really cool tool. And I was honest about its shortcomings. Another shortcoming is, what is it? What was the shortcoming? Oh, the exporting options. I wish that there was a better way to see your mesh. But yeah, it can be pricey for depending on which suite of tools you want and you need. But I do like how quick and easy it is to open up. It's really light. So yeah. Why didn't...
Wouldn't you love an upgrade?
Why didn't the game manager clear everything? There we go. Release date? No, I don't have any information for you.
Wouldn't you love an... Are you sure about that, chap?
That's great. Let's brighten it up a little bit. So here's what it's gonna look like with those edits. Charge and release a stunning fart from the dark and deep hole of your shotgun.
Pleasure doing business, big guy.
We need to speed that up. It's not my favorite secondary fire, but it does get the job done. All right. Okay, so there's our pump action shotgun. I'm going to go ahead and go to the upgrade and fix this because the upgrade is showing the wrong one. So let's double check here. We're going to go to the upgrade system and it's showing the wrong weapon, man. I'm surprised. 3D weapon display. Okay. There it is. That's the wrong one. Bottom, bottom, bum, 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 bum. Doodle, doodle, dun, 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 dun. So that should rotate just fine. There we go. I like it, eh? So this is the old one, this is the new one. Good. These both need to be disabled. Save it, and we also need to go to make sure that these are all correctly assigned with our upgrade system. There it is. Where are weapons? Hey, Jude. Don't be afraid. You were made to go and get her. Oh boy. I think we need to properly assign our weapons, but I guess that's fine that that's the first one. Knife. Go out and get her. Crap. I know that these are assigned somewhere and I need to find out where it is. Crap, crap, crap. Where is it? What is this? Oh my word, it has a bunch of settings on it. That's not good. Okay, we got a problem, friends. We're gonna go back in time here. You can't just delete it like that. Use your brain, Thomas. Okay, there we go. Okay. Bring our knife. There's our knife. So that position is a strange spot. So I'm going to copy these transform values. Paste them. So that I can zero out his position. There we go. I just want to get this working properly. I didn't realize this was an issue. Okay. Wait, what? It's fine, I guess. Huh. I mean, whatever. Let's double check. Save it. Try again. Pick up. Shotgun. Let's just use that and then go over there, grab it. What in the world? Okay, I already have it.
Wouldn't you love an upgrade, chap?
I think I might know what's going on here. What? What we're gonna do, we're gonna discard all these changes on GitHub. Something happened. Okay, let's go back. We're gonna go back to this. Weapon upgrade canvas. And this is the wrong one. All I'm gonna do is clean this is such a mess. But do I care? No, I don't care. Really don't care. I'm gonna put it inside of this gun here. Oh my word. Really? What? Okay. It's okay. It's okay. This is so weird. Scale it up. Oh, that's what it was. That was the whole thing. Oh my word, it was because it's set to FPS. They're not FPS. That's all it was. Thomas. Oh, you son of a bee. That's all it was, guys. It was on the wrong layer. We're going to bring it back where the hammer is so that it rotates properly. The hammer's right there. This gun is right here. -90. This is going to be set to 0. And then this is going to be set to, that's good. Okay. I think we're okay there, guys. So it's going to be spinning around right there. Okay. And that should be good. Let's try it out.
I got the best deals and upgrades. No strings attached.
The pivot's a little strange right now. Let's double check. But we're close. And it is messy. I'll be the first to admit that. So this is the rotation, right? So I need to move it over a little bit. Move it to about right here. Right there. And I need to scale it up a little bit. And move it down. And we should get a nice rotation. Yep. Okay. Yes, you have to have it approved by Steam before you can release your game.
Wouldn't you love an upgrade, chap?
I think I need to maybe move it to the left a little bit.
Are you sure? I ain't lying. Pleasure doing.
Yeah, we're close, guys. So if we take a look at this here, this is the rotation point. It should really rotate. Rotation point. Yeah. So we probably need to move it over here like this. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Sweet! I love it. Works great. All right. Guys, thanks for hanging out. That was a long stream. Hey, this video is sponsored by my own course, Full-Time Game Dev. If you want to support the channel, support the podcast, check out the spring sale below. It's 40% off for the next 4 days, and that's for real. There are 4 big sale events, and they're typically seasonal. This is one of the big ones. 40% off. You're going to get my program, Full-Time Game Dev, obviously, but you also get 2D Art Pro and 3D Art Pro, which are my art programs taught by an actual indie game dev. So you're only going to learn what you actually need to know for indie art, whether it's 2D or 3D. But Full-Time Game Dev is 40% off, and you're going to learn how to make games in Unity, Godot, Unreal. Take your pick. It doesn't matter, 2D, 3D. You can really pick whatever you want to learn. You don't have to learn it all if you don't want to. And you also learn how to turn a demo into an actual paycheck, whether it's securing funding from publishers, securing funding from Kickstarter, or just launching your game, hitting the Steam front page, getting press coverage, get streamers to play your game. Thomas, why would you teach us this? Who are you? Well, I've been published 3 times. I've also been crowdfunded twice. I've hit the Steam front page multiple times. I've been covered by Time Magazine. I've been covered by the Washington Post. Who else? Let's see. I think it's down here. There it is. PC Gamer, Kotaku, plenty of other outlets as well. And also, hey, look, check out the reviews below with the link in the description to see if you're interested. Chris Stair went full time. Bart Mamser went full time. Everflux Games went full time. So join 4,500 students worldwide. Look, it's risk free. So 30-day money back guarantee. You don't even have to email me. You just email my assistant, Thomas at fulltimegamedev.com. Say, hey, this wasn't for me. Can I get a refund? Instant refund, no questions asked, as long as it's within 30 days. So there's really no risk here. So check it out below. See if it's something you're interested in. You got 4 days left to get a massive 40% off discount. I love you guys. Thank you so much for letting me do these ad reads. It's